Hi, Danny.
Hello, Andrea.
How are you?
I am excellent. I am feeling great. I don't have any headaches, no bloating, nothing for my time of month, my happiest time of month with you. We should stop and do that. We should stop and do that again. That was horrible. That's horrible. Can we edit? You're not going to stop. You're going to let that go.
You want me to cut it out? I'll cut it out.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Or do we leave it in?
Okay, let's go.
We'll pretend we're starting again. Okay.
Everyone and you can surprise me.
Yeah.
Oh
gosh. 3, 2, 1. Hi, Danny.
Hi, Andrea.
How are you? You're doing great. Yes.
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. It's pretty frosty up here in sweet Canada. How is it going down there in California?
In California, it's a brisk 62.
All right. Not too bad.
It's always like 62. It never really changes that much.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So let's welcome everybody that's watching to World News.
So Danny and I get together once a month. It's his favorite time of the month.
It is. And that's what we were laughing at. We'll see if it gets
in the video
left in or cut out. But anyway, so it is my favorite time of the month.
And we read on a variety of things around the world. We have a little bit of fun, and of course it's for entertainment purposes only.
Of course.
Wink, wink. So what do you want? Speaking of world news, what world news do you want to talk about?
Should we start off with the sad world news?
I guess.
Okay. So, well, all good things must come to an end, right? That's the old saying. And so it is with world news. So it's not this world news, though. It's the world news in Clayton, Missouri, that started in 1967. And because of COVID, and they are in an office building setting, so they had a lot of foot traffic, a lot of office people, but because of COVID, everybody's working from home. A lot of the businesses are shutting. There's not the foot traffic for the storefront World News to stay open any longer. So
I'm sad to hear that, closing. But I thought you were breaking up with me here on the World News.
Oh, heck no.
No.
We are continuing. So, and the reason this popped up is I'm from Clayton. So I was born there.
Were you in that store or that world? Have you walked by it before?
You know, I think I have been. It opened in 67. So I would have been a youngster, but it's been going on for a while. So I imagine that I did go in it and pull out a Wall Street Journal or
I'm sorry to hear they're closing, but we'll carry the torch, right?
We will carry the torch.
The world news, it never closes.
Yeah, it won't. Should we pull 3 to see if that store will reopen?
Yes.
Okay.
With the same owners? Yes. Or same family?
The same. When COVID ends, when businesses start figuring out how to stay open.
Will they be able to open again? World news in Clayton, Ohio, or Clayton, where are you from?
Clayton, Missouri.
Missouri. Clayton, Missouri.
I pulled 3. So I got the death card. They're closing. that's it. I got the Three of Wands pulling together to try to come up with something new. This guy has the world in his hands, in the palm of his hands, but there's still a decision to be made. So at this point in time, the energy is saying people aren't ready to let it go, but they did. So now they're in a decision. Should we open? Should we not? So the energy that I'm getting from these cards is they want to, but they haven't made that decision.
Yeah, I see they've lost a lot of money. The store has lost a lot of money, but they are trying to envision something else. Maybe it's not going to be a world news, maybe it's a restaurant or a corner store. I think they're trying to think of something maybe new. See what comes.
Because I think they did sell like pastries and stuff like that. But and maybe is that even filed under a who cares category? We need to come up with some categories, but I think that's under like, really?
You know what,
I think your show with that?
Well, I think it was just like this is our get to know Danny corner of the show, where he talks about his past and where he's from, and we have a nice little warm feeling. So I feel nice to know that Clayton, Missouri is where Danny's from, and that we just read on a little story from there.
Yeah, okay. We're going to read on, you're not from, well, you're in Canada.
Yeah, hi, I'm in Canada, yes.
Hi, Canada. So we will read on some stuff for Canada, but let's read on, I guess this still goes under who cares. Who really cares? Boris Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Now, doesn't he just look like 45 with the crazy hair, and he's kind of chubby, and he's just nuts for entertainment?
Look, doesn't, yes, for entertainment, absolutely. Doesn't England pay their leaders enough money so that they can get a haircut and go to the barber or something?
So I
mean, when he wakes up in the mirror, does he go, man, I look good?
Right. No, I don't know. I saw a photo of him in college. He played rugby, which kind of makes sense, like and his hair was the same.
Huh.
It's like he was playing rugby all the time and didn't brush his hair. And then he's like, well, this is my hair.
I know. So Trump and him both have wacky hair. Now, do you ever see them together? Or maybe they're the same person.
Maybe they are. Maybe they're twins. Maybe they're clones. I don't know.
So anyway, he had a party during COVID, the height of COVID, when everything was shut down, and he had to go say he's sorry in front of everybody. And it's so funny in England, when they get together in their parliament or whatever that big room is with them, they're all yelling at each other and screaming back and forth. So he comes up and says, well, I'm sorry. And they're all booing and stuff.
You know what he should be sorry for? It was a BYOB party, bring your own booze party. He's so cheap, he made you bring your own booze. Now, if the
I thought you were going to say bring your own.
Well,
what?
Yeah. Also, so but to label it, bring your own booze. Like, what is this? What is it? High school? I don't understand.
Kager.
Speaking of bring your own, I read an article that they did a swab test or whatever of the British Parliament in the area where only like the high level people can get in, and some of the chefs or whoever, right? Like the cooks or whatever. Everything was laced with cocaine. Now, I'm telling you, I read this. This is a real article. I'm not making this up. The bathrooms, had cocaine residue. The railings in the lobby behind like a stairwell had residue of cocaine. What is happening? Now, okay, sure, you could say it was a cook or the dishwasher maybe with high clearance, but everywhere, I don't know about that. Isn't that wild?
Somebody sneezed.
Somebody's walking around sneezing. Shoom, shoom.
Well, that would certainly explain Johnson's hair.
I don't know exactly. But who, what, can you imagine if you heard Joe Biden threw a bring your own booze party? Or Pootie Cakes, or Trudeau? What?
Yeah.
It's not high
Yeah.
school, it's not college.
Maybe he was trying to, be mindful of COVID, because it was at the height of COVID. Everybody's in lockdown. He tells everybody you can't go visit
anybody. It just shows you again, there's a different rule for the rich, right? Or the privileged. And that's just how it is.
It's not right. Hey, do you think tarot readers on YouTube have different rules? Do we play by different rules?
I would imagine. Maybe not drastically different, but like, what rule are you talking about?
I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about in general. I was over at the British Parliament and I got a whiff of something, and I'm sorry, I've had too much coffee this morning. Let's read on Boris Johnson and see, is he going to be gone in the next?
Removed from office, one way or the other.
Resign.
So his choice or otherwise.
Yeah. Because people are going, hey, you got to go. People are getting tired of him.
Kind of sounds like Rob Ford. Do you remember hearing about Rob Ford in Canada? He was like smoking crack and
yes,
and lost his mind.
Yes. And then his brother took over.
And now his brother's the premier.
Is he going to be leaving? Is he going to be?
Boris Johnson. Oh, I should try to timestamp this. Oh, now I don't know what time we started. Sorry, everybody. I can't timestamp it.
Wow.
I know what I can do. I can go in order of things we rate on.
There you go.
There we go. There's a compromise.
All right. Boris Johnson. My first cards, I don't know what they say. They say money, being skewered in money. So I'm going to have to pull something. Oh, okay. These two popped out. I'll just leave it at that. Is Boris Johnson going to have to resign, or is he going to leave?
Yeah, I'm getting a yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
what's that?
That's not clear. Throw some clarifiers.
Yeah. I'm getting a yeah. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm getting that. Is what I'm getting. Yeah, there's just no trust for him. People see him as a bad guy. I think he's going to get to resign. I don't think he's going to be fired. They're going to be like, get out. He'll be like, okay.
Right. So I got the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Wands and the King of Pentacles on the first throw that I got. So I got all this money, but this is like riding in as a winner type card in other decks, but this one, it looks like he's skewered.
Oh yeah.
Like riding on a wave of
I got the money too. So there must be some maybe mismanagement of funds or
right.
Maybe he kept the entrance to the bring your own booze party. Maybe there was a $10 cover and he
oh my God. You're right. You are right.
And he's not allowed to keep that $10. So
and see, this is them like partying, and riding the wave. They probably did the, how you ride the people wave.
Oh, yes. I've heard of that recently.
Recently, yeah. They were probably passing him around. And yeah. So in my clarifiers, when you said yes card, I got this one too, that there is something a little strange, or it had to do with that COVID party. Yep. And I'm thinking COVID party is going to be, they've just had enough. I think the BYOB COVID party. What do you got back
I
there?
got a kitty cat who just jumped into frame.
Yay!
Yes, I think that's exactly it. This is it for him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
speaking of, what do you call that? Crowd surfing?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Did you hear about?
I've never done it. So
We'll do that at a tarot retreat, crowd surfing.
oh yeah.
Did you hear
I want
about?
Scott to do it first.
Yes, Scott first. Did you hear about the plane full of assholes? Am I allowed to say that word? Sorry.
Wait a minute.
I can say it because I'm from Canada.
Happy assholes. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
A plane load of social media influencers from Quebec chartered a plane and went down to Cancun for New Year's Eve. On the plane, they decided to go nuts. They were vaping, they were drinking, they had brought their like big bottles of vodka or whatever on the plane.
Wow.
They were crowd surfing on the plane in the aisle, which isn't that big, holding someone up and passing the person in the front of the plane. What a bunch of jerks. The crew couldn't contain them, so the crew just sort of hid up in the front of the plane. When they landed, they were all told that they were not going to be able to be flown back because they are now considered dangerous passengers, clearly. Can you imagine vaping, like blowing smoke and drinking and just going nuts on the plane? This isn't a house party. This isn't a BYOB with Boris Johnson. This is a plane that's up in the air, you idiots. So Trudeau's let him have it in the news, and I guess those investigations, they can be fined with all kinds of charges, and they could be banned for life from flying on any plane because no one will bring them home.
How are they going to get back? They're in Cancun. Does Cancun want them?
Because it's going to be a long walk.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how stupid that is? And one little girl, like 19, she won a seat on the plane. And then she got stuck there because of these fools.
Now, when you say social media influencers, what are you talking about?
TikTokers, Instagrammers, YouTubers, like us.
Okay.
Oh God, were we on
like
the plane?
us? Why weren't we not invited?
Well, you had to be French. So we're not French.
We.
Can you imagine?
Uh-oh.
You, me, Scott, Debbie, Linda, the whole gang, we get on a plane and we start crowd surfing and vaping and boozing and acting like maniacs. You don't do it for what? For a video?
We never act like idiots.
It would be a pretty funny video for crowd surfing. So let's throw just a couple cards on, and now I don't know, it was a full plane, like those SunQuest kind of charter planes. They have rented the whole thing. So let's see if they're going to face major fines or jail or banned for life. Just see what kind of outcome these influencers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and most of them got COVID when they got there in Cancun. So they either had it, shared it on the plane, or got it there. So they got sick.
And weren't you? And didn't they? I thought you said before that they put Vaseline in their nose so the tests would come back.
The young girl that won the trip said she saw them put Vaseline and stuff up in their noses so that when they were getting the COVID test before they got on the plane, they were hoping it would interfere with the test. This is nuts. I mean, what are you doing? And someone said, what if one of them was so drunk or they touched the door? Like, it's not funny, you know,
Oh, yeah.
on the plane. Yeah. Touch the door to
Oh, yeah.
open it, or
Is it really true that you'll get sucked out of an airplane at 10,000 feet if you
that'll
open
be
the
an
door?
awesome shot for my Instagram page.
Oh my God, dude, do it. Do it.
Oh my God. I am so embarrassed as a Canadian. Like, we don't do this. So
Yeah.
we're
You,
perfect.
God, you all should be. I mean, that is unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
Is there anybody in the world that should not be embarrassed with who their world leader is at this time? It just seems like every
Yeah,
world leader
everything's
is,
just something.
and I know there's some good leaders out there, but I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm not that smart, so.
Yeah.
Because I know people are going to say, no, our leader's good. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so are these people, what's the question?
Are they going to face major fines, jail time, banned for life? Like, just, you won't, I mean, just a vibe.
Yeah.
What do you see as an outcome for these social media influencers from Quebec? How embarrassing for Canada.
Yeah.
What's the outcome for these? Well, they're gonna have a hard time getting back. I see a very slow, the government's not happy, obviously. Bad decision. Oh, they're gonna be banned from flying.
Oh,
Can you imagine you're in your 20s, early 30s, and now you're gonna be on the ban for life flying? That was not a smart decision.
no. So I'm going to pull some clarifiers on this because obviously I'm not using the right deck. I've got a lot of back and forth verbal battles with the 5 of Wands. I've got the Magician. They think they're just going to get away with this thing. They think that, oh, this isn't, nothing's going to happen to us at all. I've got something happening pretty fast with a little bit of legal thrown in there. So yeah, I think that somebody is building a case that they're against them that is gonna put them in jail. I don't really have a jail card, maybe this 8 of Wands, but let me pull a clarifier, maybe with the right deck. If I use the right deck, I would get some.
I've seen them getting big fines in the future. So each of them probably being charged with whatever fines you can get for doing that kind of stuff in the sky.
So I don't know what this means. Because I know what that means. It means the present.
Yes.
But their present is upside down.
Right? Everything's on hold for them probably right now. They're stuck
Everything.
In legal battle.
They don't know what to believe. That they're going, should we fight this? Should we not fight this? Is this something that is going to, I imagine they're hearing right now so many different scenarios of how this can play out. And that's where this is. They're going back and forth and go, well, you shouldn't have done that, blah, 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 blah. All these scenarios coming out. And they're going to be an alien. They're going to be lost. Either they're going to stay down there, or as what you said, why would Cancun keep them? Number one. So, but they're going to be kind of like put in their own special category. Yeah. Like what you said, for life.
That's just so stupid.
And when I look at this card, what pops out to me is all the different ways to see something. Some have 3 eyes, some have 2, some have 1. Right. So they're just not looking at the right stuff.
So there's a lesson for everyone. Behave on a flight.
If somebody calls you up, some influencer calls
Yeah.
you up and says, hey, come on, we're going to march on the Capitol. No, don't do it.
No.
Hey, we're going to go to Cancun. No, don't do it. Hey, we're going to get on a magic bus and go to Canada.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. That sounds like fun.
Okay, well, let's go with this other who cares story. And this is world news, and it's all about who cares. What's this guy? Novak Djokovic? I don't know. But anyway,
The tennis guy.
he's trying to play. The tennis guy.
Yeah.
All these multimillionaires. I mean, he's probably got $1 billion. I don't know. He's probably close to $1 billionaire.
He's loaded. Let's just assume.
Yeah. And he's now stuck in Australia. I think it's Australia.
Yep.
Yeah. And he got stuck there, and he goes, I don't need a COVID vaccine or blah, 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 blah. And so they were going, okay, listen, you're not going to play. They're kind of keeping them isolated and quarantines and stuff like that. Then they found out that he forged some documents to get into the country. I'm like, really? You forged some documents so you could play tennis because you need
visa,
more money?
The visa to travel there. So apparently that
Right.
was dodgy. And apparently he had tested positive as well. And he was standing there taking pictures with people. And it's like, oh my God, like what?
Who would do something like that? Test positive and then go stand next to somebody, maybe during a debate or something. Who would do that?
Yeah, that's low. That's low.
Low. So is he going to jail? That's the question I want to ask.
Well,
is he going to jail?
I kind of figure, he has handlers and managers and stuff. They probably screwed up the visa. Do you really think he filled out his own visa? I don't think so. I think there's a 0% chance. However, he would have known he must have tested. Unless they didn't tell him.
And if he has handlers doing that, does that absolve him of right or wrong? I mean, shouldn't he double check that? It's his visa.
Ultimately, but if that's what the managers are doing.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just messy. And apparently he's a really, really good player too. But that excuse this.
What is that? No.
Is he gonna go to jail? And as you were saying, Australia is so strict, has been so strict on their own people. And this guy comes in. Ooh, there's a whistleblower. That's how we know everything.
Yeah.
He's afraid. Truth coming out. I don't know if he's going to go to jail. Did you get jail?
I did not. But I think he might be restricted in some of his travel, or they're just going to say, get out of here.
What country is he from? Do you know? I don't know.
Serbia.
Because
I think he's Serbian.
I'm seeing this coming back to his country as a penalty or something. Maybe that Serbia will get a fine for letting him travel. Because, his people.
Yeah. So I got a bad man. He's a very bad man. He was trying to pull a rabbit out of his hat and be magic, but it didn't really work. That's his decision that he made that has either he's going to be sent somewhere to, what's that got to do? What does a female have to do with it?
Was this female as a manager? Is that a nurse? He's going to need health care. I don't know.
Yeah.
His wife, is he
Because
married?
he does have COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glenn Beck has COVID too, that I read. Some conservative, I think he was on Fox News when Fox News was trying to be somewhat reasonable. And then he left and started another podcast. And he goes, I'm doing all of the right medications for entertainment purposes only, entertainment purposes only. And he's doing the antibody, the whatever what Trump did, as well as ivermectin. And he goes, it's not working, it's getting worse. Oh, really?
Jeez.
So, yeah,
I see a future lawsuit against the
or
tennis player.
yeah,
But just like I said earlier, the rich and the powerful have almost a different set of rules. I mean, do I care if a tennis player goes to Australia and his visa is wrong and there's a mix up on the paperwork? I don't really care too much, right?
no,
The guy's only going to play the game. He's not trying to, what do you call it? What do you call it when you want to live in another country? Like,
yeah, he's not trying to break in or
or declare whatever it is when you go
Yeah.
somewhere and you want to live there instead. So he's just going there to play a game. That's fine. Maybe his visa got mixed up. I don't really care. It's this other stuff that's not cool.
yeah.
Like
Just this total disregard for other people in your sphere that are around you.
And like as you mentioned, Australia's been so tough on their people, lockdown.
Yes.
So how does this guy come
Super
in
tight.
with it, right? Like, is tennis really so important? I guess it is to help people make money off of it.
Sure. Yeah, there's a ton of people making money off of him. But yeah, Australia has been 262 days under restrictions last year. It's huge.
That's a lot. Yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah, it says that they've had to live under some of the world's strictest COVID-19 rules, especially in Melbourne, where he's now training for the Grand Slam. So it goes back to the Boris Johnson thing. BYOB.
What a world. What a world.
What a world. World news. What's the country card we're reading for today?
Oh, yes. So a random pull from my deck of country flags. We got Finland today.
Finland. Oh, right. Let me remember Finland.
It's a very clean flag,
I know.
Right? Look at that.
Very
flag. Very clean. No drama. Just white and blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what was
little hummingbirds coming up to say hi to you right here.
Hi.
I know. Hi. Okay, that's gone. So Finland has 5.5 million people. They are what did I read? A democratic republic or something. So they're pretty stable. They I think I can't remember where their unemployment is, but they get a lot of money from forestry, which I didn't think of, and some of their mineral rights. They're strategic in where they are in the Arctic. You can see the Northern Lights a lot in Finland, and they're part of the EU. So I didn't get anything like, they were, in trouble, in fighting. There was big issues with them. So it just seemed like a really peaceful.
Kind of feels, like a neutral, like a Switzerland or Sweden or Like, so we'll
Old
throw some
country.
cards
Sure.
on 2022.
Yeah,
Finland?
Finland 2022. Because they were part of Russia a long, long time ago.
Oh,
And Russia's going, well, maybe Russia's going, hey, let's go get it back.
oh dear. I don't think so.
Yeah. 2022. 2022.
Feels very peaceful there. Calm. Unless I'm wrong. Like
Why are
the
these-
the nature there, like the environment feels
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
All right, what do we got here?
All right, all right.
Hmm. Wow.
Hmm.
You know, something that's not gonna be good there. I got the tower.
You know, I'm like,
I got a tower for them.
yeah, I'm
something-
like,
Yeah.
because we have this feeling like it's really
Yeah.
peaceful, everything's good and things, and yeah,
There's
tower,
some
keep
type
going.
of power moment, something coming to life, things going from sweet to sour. Look at this beautiful ruby card. It says rejuvenate your body.
Wow.
This word says passion, but people are in the healthcare maybe. Do you think it's
And look what I got. The root chakra. That's the same color that you got, isn't
Yeah.
it? I hope.
like
Me
normally I
saying
would
what
say
the
this is
color is.
beautiful, gorgeous, awesome, but it doesn't feel like it this time. I
Yeah.
think this is the people's health or something. No, something's not going right. Oh,
So all the cards that I got with Finland, including this one, how do you tell if this is right side up?
it's a mystery.
But if you look at the back, it was upside down. So all the cards came upside down. Their road that they are on is something's happening where they're
Yeah.
out of time. This could be like a lightning strike too, as sometimes lightning comes from, well, a lot of times ground up. So this could be a strike. Something is falling.
Yeah.
Something's not. And then at the end, I got the last card. I got this, like kind of lost direction, lost something bad.
I'm so sad.
I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
clarify that. What is
Finland this year.
this bad thing that we're, because then I want to read on Denmark, because that was in the news too, which is right next to it.
Got their world upside down, the crown upside down, chaos, a bad guy, corrupt money. Maybe it's their leadership.
Yeah.
What on earth? And medical attention. I wonder if this is also an earth event.
Hmm.
Oh, man. See, we had peace and then we have darkness. So we were feeling the peace, but there's some darkness coming. Like they go upside down.
Yeah.
Corruption. Let's see. What else did you get?
So I got the chicken upside down and it says coward, right? So is it like they're going to have to defend themselves? They're not going to be a coward. They're going in there. They're going to be balancing something. And what I'm hearing intuitively is that someone's going to come in and try to take their minerals, their mineral rights. Maybe it's their shipping lanes or something. They're going to have, they're going to be forced to eat something that is a bitter pill, that is not, that's just really going to not be good. And it's about protecting what they have. And these two cards, one right over the other.
Yeah.
So in Denmark, there was a thing on Denmark in the news that I wanted to read on if I wrote it down. I didn't. So there was some news about Denmark about how Russia, China, and the US were vying for, we're getting into arguments over the shipping lanes and the strategic area of those countries for, you know, for warfare, obviously, you know, like shooting off missiles or whatever that is. And I'm wondering if that is, if Finland is going to get caught up in that three country strategic mess. It's Finland.
So are we reading on Denmark or?
Now let's keep reading on
Finland. If they're going
to read on that area, if they are getting caught up in a mess with Russia, China, and the US, if that is going to be something that we need to concern ourselves with. We meaning governments and world. Yes.
Yep, they got an unknown surprise coming their way.
Yes, they do. Dang, something.
Drilling? Is it resources? What is the? I don't know.
I wish I could pull that news feed up. Let me see if I still have
get
it.
Stuck in something. I think there could be some legal, like, country battles over this.
Yeah. So Denmark accused Russia, China, and Iran of espionage threat. Greenland and the Faroe Islands. Why is it a security interest?
Because these people showed up, you know, those special corporations.
Oof, yeah.
And money followed them.
The Arctic has increasing geopolitical importance, with Russia, China, and the United States vying for access to its natural resources, sea lanes, and research and military strategic areas.
Yeah. So I got future decision world leaders. Didn't know what the blue was, but that could be the water.
Yeah.
Whoa, so something is going on.
Yeah. I got winning at any cost with the 5 of Swords. And this deck, they're being, it's precariously perched. There's some balancing going on. I did get a surprise with this. People are trying to lay low, but there's something coming out. And then the 4 of Coins, it's like protecting your interest. So that's what these Arctic countries are going to be doing, is protecting their interest against these countries that are trying to win at any cost.
Totally not what I was expecting. I thought Finland will have
No,
a nice little read. Oh dear.
I know. I was thinking, oh yeah, after this reading, we're going to say, yeah, we want to go there. That looks like such a great country to go visit. And it does, even though it's cold. Even though.
Well, we
Nice.
hope
Okay.
everything goes well. Speaking of world get-togethers, what about US, UN, North Korea sanctions?
Oh,
What's going on there?
you said North Korea sanctions?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, that's what I said. North Korea sanctions. So North Korea just fired another missile.
Right.
When I hear that they're thinking of more sanctions, my first instinct is going, oh my God, these people have been sanctioned enough. It's not the people of North Korea that are the bad ones. It's the leaders. And are the sanctions hurting the leaders? I don't know. Will the people have the will to stand up against their North Korean leader? I mean, they've been programmed, throughout their lives and their parents' lives and their grandparents' lives about, these leaders of theirs. And so I guess the question would be, will it hurt the leaders? Will it hurt the people? Does it make any sense? Did I have a question when I wrote it, or trying to look?
Because to me, I mean, we know the sanctions, I don't think they're going to hurt the top layer.
No.
Because, well, let's see.
Are they gonna, let's just look, are they gonna do sanctions
Okay.
against, is North Korea gonna get more sanctions on?
Is North Korea going to get more sanctions in 2022? More sanctions in 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, more sanctions until that leader's gone and a new person is put in place. So this is just going to be cyclical. Like, it's just going to keep happening until a better leader is in place.
Right. The Five of Pentacles, complete loss. They can go into the church if they want to get warm. They've got the government to deal with. The government is opening this up. Their leaders. I have the Page of Wands, a new forward-looking, young energy needs to come through, because they've got this judgment coming on them because of and these cards were on top of each other. The government is causing this judgment.
Yep.
So yeah, they're going to do it. It's going to happen again. So.
Which, you have to take a moment and be grateful for the country you currently live in. And even though our countries are not perfect, at least we're free. I can't imagine what the people of North Korea must go through. And like you were saying, like, controlled thought for generations. Like, they don't even know how the rest of the world is.
No.
they're only allowed certain news and information. Can you imagine that you don't know anything, you're not told anything?
Mm-mm.
So weird.
And what you're told is
cited.
It's not true.
Like,
Yeah.
wow. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
Well,
should we get into some happier topics?
yes. Like,
Is Prince Andrew gonna be is he gonna be thrown in jail? I don't even think I want to read on him. Let's just segue, because that's just kind of ugly.
I just want to say I'm really glad that the judge said that the trial can go forward. So we've
Yes.
got people on the right side of this now, right?
Yeah, and more judges I'm reading are saying, enough is enough.
Yeah.
That's not true. So even with 45, that's happening. So it happened with Prince Andrew. Great. So let me just segue. So thank you for saying that. From Prince Andrew to pig heart transplants.
Oh, so one pig to another.
Well, I don't know if I would ever want his heart.
No.
But yes, from one pig to another pig story. Pig heart transplant.
Isn't that crazy? I know. And they said they just had to modify it a bit.
Just a bit. Yeah. So that they modify it so that we don't reject the heart. Is that it?
I didn't read the whole article.
Okay.
Slight modification.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's
so whatever, maybe they had to close up a valve and throw something else in. I don't know what. But enough so
that's awesome.
That a person was able to get a transplant.
Yeah. I mean, it goes back to, the first, what was it? The first artificial valve that they put in there. That was, there were mechanical and then there were pig valves. So interesting. So my question is not whether this will be successful later on, because I'm more base than that. Is the price of bacon going to go up or down because of this? Is it going to have anything to do with the price of bacon?
Ooh, because first of all, I'm a vegetarian, so gross. But second of all, it's like, does that change?
You don't even want to read on this then, do you?
But will that change people's opinion of eating bacon or eating? Isn't that an interesting twist?
I'll go with this vegetarian read on this.
Because if you know a pig is close to a human enough that you could have their organs, do you want to eat a pig now?
Oh, we got to read on that. Will that change? I like that. Will that change anybody's? Yes. And speaking of amazing animals, we lost a great rat that was in, I think it was in one of the war countries that we just had, and they have all the landmines all over. And so, which is just so stupid. All these leftover war landmines, right? And so people walk on them and they get blowed up.
Princess Diana was big on looking for those. Yeah. So what happened?
They had one country trained a rat to sniff out these landmines, and it pulled up like 1,000 or a couple thousand of them. I don't know the number, and it just passed away.
Oh, bless him.
Made me sad. So getting back to the pig story.
Well, people's minds change about eating animals, maybe specifically pigs. Because I heard, they say we came from apes, but we're more genetic. We're very close to pigs as well, genetically speaking.
Are pigs starved people?
I'll tell you this, animals are better than us. Animals are more evolved than us, and we think we are. All right. Will people change their mind about eating? I had a card flip out as I was shuffling. It was face down. So I was like, oh God, is there any chance it could be the yes card? And there it is.
But what does that mean?
Well, you know what? It might take a while. It might be a 50-50 split. Listen, I'll think. Oh, it was on.
Came out that way.
Yay. Don't scare me.
Hang on.
It's going to be around the world. People, this is the best show we've ever done because this is the best answer I ever want to see. Around the world, people are going to reconsider eating animals. Oh, bless the whole world.
What does this card mean?
Blue is your throat chakra. So maybe voice
right. And
coming forward.
Does it also say voice words? I'm looking it up here.
Could be a man, could be
man. Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I'm ready. New.
Man.
And
yes. New man is not going to be eating.
Just want to cry.
So either my original question is the price of pork, bacon is going to go so high, we're not going to be able to afford it, but there was no money cards here. It's just all of
changing
perspective
on animals and stuff. Oh, yay. Thank you, world. Thank you.
You know, the thing with, for me, growing up in the Midwest with all the farming, all the cattle, all that stuff, it's so ingrained into my diet that needs to change. But the factory farming, to me, is horrific. I don't even want to, start thinking about it. But we are now having laws in California that they are changing and saying you can't have animals in cages where they can't turn around. And some people are, still pushing against it and saying, oh my gosh, that's going to raise the price. It's like, really? Really? How would you like it if, you couldn't turn around? Oh, speaking of that, Paul Manafort was on Hannity's show and he was complaining about being in jail and how it was really hard.
Please, right?
Try living in a cage that you can't turn around in. Oh.
For all the farmers that do this for a living and all that, of course, I don't want them to go bankrupt. I hope that there's other crops or things that they can do to make money instead of off animals, right? That's all, I don't want.
And there are, we get so tied up into, oh, I can't change. I can't do anything different. I've been doing this for so long, but you can reimagine yourself and change up. So absolutely. Hey, I found the North Korea story that I was looking for.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
do you have
should we go to who said this?
Yes, I was just gonna say anything funny or strange. Yes. So who said this? Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. And as far as who said this, what are they talking about?
Okay.
So that may give you a big clue on who said it. What the hell are they talking about? Here it is. Ready?
Okay, ready.
It's like in golf. A lot of people, I don't want this to sound trivial, but a lot of people are switching to these really long putters. Very unattractive. It's weird. You see these great players with these really long putters because they can't sink a 3-footers anymore. And I hate it. I'm a traditionalist. I have so many fabulous friends who happen to be gay, but I'm a traditionalist. End of quote.
I thought we were talking about golf. I was like, okay, is this Tiger Woods? Is this Phil Mickelson? Because, or like an older player, like, I don't know, an older golf player I can't think of off the top of my head.
Lee Trevino.
Is that
No, go ahead. Keep going.
Oh, that's the tennis guy. What? No.
No, he's golf guy.
Jack Nicholson.
Go ahead.
Jack Nicholas or something, one of those.
Nicholas. Yeah.
And there's remembering when they played golf, and then they're looking at the new players today.
With these really long putters.
With these long putters, but this doesn't make
That's
sense.
not the image that came into my head with these really long putters. But anyway, go ahead.
And then the last sentence is, though I have gay friends, but I'm a traditionalist, makes no sense in the analogy of golf. So I don't know who said that, because that wouldn't be Tiger Woods saying something like that.
And okay, so what are they talking about? Do you know what?
I thought we were talking about golf. So they're saying that some people are using a longer putter because they can't golf properly. They can't putt.
With a shorter one. Yes.
Shorter one. Okay.
So the subject is on gay marriage. And the person they asked about gay marriage was Donald Trump. That's his answer. That's the stable genius that we elected.
That's not an analogy that makes any sense to me.
Well, you're Canadian. Come on.
Well, this is true. Gay marriage. So you can't putt with a regular putter, so you get a longer putter. So you can't marriage with a regular person, so you get a different putter. I don't understand. And I don't mean regular, I mean like the traditional. I just don't know. That is scrambled eggs in the head. That is some scrambled eggs in the head.
Yeah, okay.
How is that defining gay marriage?
Hey, should we talk about let's go back up to Canada again.
Yay, Canada.
Yay, Canada. Is this true or is this false? An Ontario martial artist broke her second Guinness World Record by trying to perform 178 kicks in 60 seconds. True or false?
Well, it's got to be true. And I'll tell you why.
What was the first record that she broke? Okay, tell me why first.
I was going to say,
tell us all why. We're all on the edge of our seats.
Because Canadians kick ass. So of course we can do a bunch of high kicks really fast. So she broke a world record. Awesome. You're saying she broke one before?
The Guinness record.
What did she do?
She kicked footballs off of people's heads.
Yes.
In 2016.
A good old-fashioned roundhouse. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Another Canadian, true or false?
Okay.
Canada is trying to get more people vaccinated. So somebody came up with an idea and said, hey, why don't we force people to show their vaccination cards before they buy beer? Would that help get more people vaccinated?
That sounds...
Is that a true or false?
Just speaking as Canadian, if you're going to make them do something so they can get their beer, they're going to do it. So that sounds true to me.
So this was in Quebec. They were having 1,500 vaccinations a day. And then they passed this law. They now are averaging 6,000 vaccinations a day. And it's just not beer, it's also pot. It's government run. So
hey, we're hosers.
Is that it?
They don't call us hosers for nothing. Hosers drink and smoke pot. I don't do either. But anyways.
That's what they call you guys, hosers?
Have you ever watched Bub and Doug McKenzie, SCTV? Come on, I'll send you some links.
Okay.
You're a hoser, eh?
Hosers? Oh, hoser. Oh, well, you didn't say it with the accent.
Oh, okay. You're a hoser, eh?
You're a hoser, eh? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's in Quebec. They're starting to tax, and Trudeau said he's not sure about making that countrywide, but Quebec is, I guess the citizens of Quebec are paying for those morons in the sky, right? Those influencers in the sky. Now everyone's in trouble in Quebec.
That's so funny. Gosh, how?
Yeah. I am looking forward though to our chartered plane with other readers and see how we behave.
Is it going to be a plane or is it going to be a bus ride?
I feel like it'll be a lot. There'll be a cruise ship, there'll be planes, there'll be buses.
I want to do a cruise ship up to Alaska.
Yes.
Just bypass Canada.
No, we start down in your neck of the woods and we go up the coast, right? Pop into Vancouver, right? In Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Then we'll go up to Alaska. I'm there. I'm having it. Let's do it. Whenever we can travel again. 2020.
No, come on now.
2030, fill in the blank.
So I want to know how long my hair is going to be when we can go traveling.
Okay, let's measure it now. How long is it now?
I don't know. It's getting pretty damn long. Measuring it. I haven't done that. Hang on.
You're seeing it here live, folks. Well, recorded. There's a
Ruler.
Very nice.
That's 1 inch. All right. So how do you do? God, look how long it is.
Start here and then roll the ruler down.
Like, doesn't roll.
Holy, you're the whole ruler.
Whole ruler. 12 inches.
Danny's 12 inches, everybody. I do
right after the putter story. Right after the putter story, you had to say.
Do I have to edit the end of this video out?
We did say for entertainment purposes only, right?
Or is that one true? True or false?
Only my wife knows for sure.
Oh, dear heavens.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy.
Well, I think that's the end of this show.
Is that it? We're going to end on that?
That's a grand finale if I've ever heard one.
All right. Well,
card of the day.
I do. Yeah, card for the day. I do have this lovely Oracle deck that I got.
That's beautiful.
It's a lovely. Well, I don't know if it's beautiful, but it is lovely.
It is lovely. It is lovely.
Card for the day.
Oracle deck that you can buy
at Lilac Lantern.
At Lilac Lantern. We're gonna get some Danny merch.
Yeah.
We're gonna get in Lilac Lantern merch. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
World News merch.
Yes.
World News merch. You could get like scarves that have the world on it, a big heart. World News. One love. All right. Card for the day. Well, that popped out. Well, 2 popped out, so I'm just going to go with it.
Shall I go first or do you want to go first?
Well, I got 2 cards, so I'll do one and then you can do
Okay.
the other, and then
Yeah.
I'll do the last one because they just popped out, these lovely cards either. So go for it. You are supported, which is good,
That's
right?
awesome.
We all feel like, and we're all like going, I feel like so many people are stepping into like this new, you know, a lot of new metaphysical stuff they're jumping into. Just they're going, yeah, that's not good anymore. Let's try something new. And a lot of people are doing that. And there's a lot of apprehension too. So just go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Just go for
You're
it.
supported.
I got signs and reminders. So look for things in nature or signs around you speaking
Yes.
to you, offering you that support, right? And helping guide you. That's how you're
Right.
going to get your psychic intel. I love that
Yes.
card. Look at all of that. It's beautiful.
Wow. Rainbows and
Rainbows,
and
feathers, butterflies, birds, the moon, clouds, a crystal, a rainbow, you name it.
great.
Lots of signs for you.
You can see, you know, my dad, I was just thinking about this the other day. My dad would always be looking up in the clouds and pulling characters and messages out of the clouds constantly.
Beautiful.
Constantly. Yeah, it was really cool.
Oh,
So my last card is kind of goes with stepping into whatever you want to. You're supported. Look for the signs. However, we do tend to hang on to things too much. And this card says it's time to have a good cry because you're letting it go.
amen.
Have a good cry. Thank it for being there and let it go.
Because once you let it go,
Let
you
it
can move
all
forward,
out.
right? You can go forward after you cleanse. Oh, it's so cathartic to have a big honking cry.
Yeah, I don't cry, so
Oh, Danny, you're such a,
I'm a guy.
you're macho,
Okay.
man.
I don't cry.
There's no crying in the man cave, but this is world
Oh,
news.
hell
You could
no.
cry in the world news.
I did, I think, a couple of times.
I know. Well, thank you.
All right.
Thanks everyone for joining us on our
Thanks,
little,
everyone.
little show we put on here for you.
So goofy. All right. Thank you, Andrea.
Thanks everybody. Thanks, Tanny.